Good morning. This is worksheet number 113 for E-Block math class. This is Miss Roberge speaking. I'm here to go over this sheet with you this morning. Well, it's morning for me. You may not be watching this in the morning, but it is morning time and it looks like it's going to be a nice day. I've got my dog and my cat here sitting with me, watching me, probably wondering why I'm talking so much. Okay, let's start with number one. Number one says 18 plus 13. All right, my first step is to do 8 plus 3. 8, 9, 10, 11. So I put a 1 here and a 1 here because this is my tens column and that's my ones column. And now I just add up 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 18 plus 13 is 31. I wanted to zoom in on number 2 for you so you could see this a little more closely. So the question is saying what percent is shaded? Well, in order to know what percent is shaded, I need to know how many boxes total there are. So when I look at this grid here, I see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 columns and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows. So that's 10 times 10 or 10 squared, and that equals, as we all know, 100. So now I see that I have, of my 10 columns, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shaded. So each column has 10 rows, as we know from here. So I have 10 times 7. All I have to do is take that 7 and add a 0 to it. So I have 70 boxes shaded. I have 70 boxes shaded out of 100. Since percent means out of 100, this is the same as 70%. So let's go back to the main worksheet here. And we figured out that this one is 70%. And we're going to go to number 3. Number 3 says 25 divided by 9. So I have to figure out how many times can 9 go into 25, or what times 9 equals 25. Well, when I think about it that way this time, I know that nothing times 9 equals 25 perfectly. So that means I'm going to have a remainder. But let's start over to the right here, and I'm going to count by 9s. 9, 18, 27. Oh, all right. Well, 27 is too big. It's bigger than 25, right? So I have to use 18, and that means 9 can go into 25 2 times. Now I have to do 2 times 9, which is right here, 18. I can't do 5 minus 8, so I have to borrow from my tens column. Now I do 15 minus 8, and I know that 15 minus 8 is 7. 1 minus 1, those would cancel out, be 0. So I have an answer of 2 with a remainder of 7. So I could write that as 2, remainder 7, or I can write it as 2 and 7/9, because when you have a remainder, you can put it over the number on the outside of the fraction and make it into a fraction, and they would mean the same thing. So you can choose which one you'd like to do for that problem. Let's look at number 4. Number 4 says 18 divided by 9. Now remember, when you say it to yourself, if you want to make it a little easier, you say 18 divided by 9. And I say to myself, what times 9 equals 18? This one's nice because 2 times 9 equals 18. Nice and simple one. I'm sure you all got that super quick. Number 5. Number 5 says, is 357 greater than 375? Well, we want to look at the tens column here, because one has a 5 and one has a 7, and the tens column is greater than the ones column. Therefore, if the value is bigger in that tens column, it's going to be a bigger number. So which of these two numbers has a bigger number in the tens column? This one does. So that means that 357 is not greater than 375. 375 is the bigger number. And you guys know this, because if I said to you, would you rather I give you $357 or $375? You're going to ask for the $375, because that's just the same thing to do. Let's look at number 6. Number 6 says 7 times 8 equals 56. So 56 divided by blank equals 8. So this is very similar to the way I've been talking to you guys about multiplication and division problems. So we have 3 numbers here. What number from here is missing here? Do you see it? All we have to do is fill in that 7. 7 times 8 equals 56, which means that 56 divided by 7 must equal 8. So here's a larger picture of number 7. And I do know we don't necessarily love time, and that's okay. I'm going to help you through it. So it says, draw the time that is 8 minutes later. So as we know, the shorter hand here, that's the hour hand, right? Green equals hour hand. And the longer hand here is minutes. Purple equals minutes. So let's leave the hour hand where it is on our model, because it's only 8 minutes later and we're starting here, so we know we're not going to make it to the next hour. So we're going to do our shorthand, keep that at the 6. Whoop, hold on, barking dog. Okay, sorry about that. The dog interruption is over. So yes, the hour hand is going to stay at the 6. Now remember, these here, the numbers that we see here, each one from here to here represents 5 minutes. So let's count by 5s to figure out what time this first clock said. So from here, we went 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 5 equals 20. And then we see that this hand here, though, isn't quite on the 4. It's 1 past the 4. So 20 plus 1. So that means that the time is 6:21. What is 8 minutes later than that? Well, this lines up nicely. All I have to do is add 1 plus 8, which is 9. 2 plus 0 is 2. And it stays 6 o'clock. So our new hand has to be at 6:29. So we know right here is 20. That means here is 25. That means here is 30. But I need 1 less than that. I need 29. So I'm going to put my other hand right there. Okay, let's look at number 8. Number 8 says 8 pints equals how many gallons? Well, I can tell you that there are 8 pints per 1 gallon. A pint is like that little container you get your yummy Ben & Jerry's ice cream in. So that means 8 pints equals 1 gallon. Number 9. Number 9 says, find the perimeter of a regular pentagon with 3-inch sides. Well, perimeter means the fence around it. So we add up all the edges around a shape. And a pentagon is a shape with 5 sides. Kind of like a baseball diamond. That's what I think of. So this is not drawn to scale, but that just means that each side, if it's regular, is 3. And if there's 5 sides, we just do 3 times 5, and we would get 15. And it'd be 15 inches. Finally, for our last problem here, it says Cheryl has $25 in her piggy bank. She saves $6 more and then spends $15. How much does she have in her piggy bank now? Well, let's start with the 25. Good job, Cheryl. She saved 6 more. So she's saving 6 more. We're adding 6 more. 0, 0, 0. 0, 0 is 0. 5 plus 6 is 11. I have to put my tens column 1 here. And then I have to do 1 plus 2, which is 3. So that means that Cheryl now has $31. However, now Cheryl is going to do some shopping. She's spending 15. So when you spend 15, you lose it. Now again, we have 0, 0, 0, 0. So that stays. But now I have to do 1 minus 5, which I cannot do. So I have to borrow from my tens, make that a 2, make the 1 an 11. 11 minus 5 is 6. And then I have 2 minus 1 over here. And 2 minus 1 is 1. Therefore, Cheryl has $16 left. All right, my friends, that is it for worksheet number 113. I hope that this video helped you complete it to the best of your ability, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you soon. Bye.